What's going on, guys? King Cosma here, and I want to take a minute for you all and get a little something off my chest real quick. As you all know, I've been doing content for PSO2 for years really, but it's been a year straight of doing just straight content for PSO2 Global. And I know there's been a lot of questions and I've been asked this pretty much the entire year about basically just how to become a content creator. And that's what this video is going to be about. This video is going to be a call to action to tell you guys, just do it. I really cannot say this any other way. That is the only way that I can say it. Content creation is not something that you really need to think too much about. You know, once you have the information, you be confident about what you have to say and be okay with being wrong. You go and you just do the damn thing. I mean, it's really as simple as that. I get asked this question all the time, and all I just tell people is you just got to have your own fun and keep doing what you do. Don't worry about the blow up. Worry about the experience. Make sure you're having a good time. Imagine blowing up and then come to find you hate it, you know? I mean, one of the things that I was watching before, it was this clip on just like random Twitch, you know, because I'm still learning myself. You know, there's still some things I don't know about the side of Twitch that I want to get into to help increase my growth. But I don't look at that too much. You know, this last year has been an amazing year. It's been an amazing time. And it's really not too much to say that I can really complain about. You know, I'm still having an amazing time getting ready for some new Genesis, and it's just going to be awesome. But I just want to talk to you guys because I hear this question a lot, right? PSO2 needs more creators. Now, I was watching this one video. I'm going to actually get back to the story about Ludwig, the streamer, the guy who did like a super long stream and he blew up over like 2 months, right? And he was basically talking about the things that you want to do to stream. And he listed some bare minimum things, you know, people you want to mimic. Not really mimic, but people who you want to have inspire you for what you want to do. Choose about 3 to 5. Go ahead and write them down in a book. Choose 3 to 5. Have steady content, something that you want to choose to do, and push yourself on that content. Create your community vibe and enjoy yourself. And if you can't do that, quit. But don't quit. But the fact of the matter is, PSO2 does not have a lot of content creators, but PSO2 has a lot of informative players and a lot of amazing players, and a really positive and very thoughtful player base. People who will take the time out of their day and go and help someone on a project that's probably about 3 hours long just to get them leveled up and geared up, and that'd be your best friend. You know, during Arcs Hour, we've seen people who have taken that time out of their lives to go and help someone get themselves together in PSO2, and those people come back and say, hey, this person helped me out. They're so great. I appreciate them. I love them. We've been best friends for years. You know, that kind of energy right there is content creator energy, really. You know, and those will be the same people who will come into a stream and say, well, how do you do what you do, Kaz? How do you do what you do, Anamana? How do you do what you do, Mark Howiji? How do you do what you do, Chrono Catastrophe, and all these other amazing streamers that I'm just not going to name right now, because if I did, this video would be super long. So after being asked this a million times, I decided to make a Discord where everyone can come together and talk and be with each other, and it'd be easier for content creators or people who want to become content creators to be able to have that space and share it without the fear of thinking, you know, someone's going to mooch off of them, or without the fear of thinking that, you know, no one wants to be around them. You know, it's all there. You're there. I think the biggest thing about content creation, one, if I had to give 5 tips about content creation, and this is just the raw talk right now, right? Rule number 1, put in the work, be ambitious. It's a job nonetheless. No matter how you look at it, it's a job. You're going to have to wake up every day, think about what your next bit of content is going to be. You're going to have to stream. You're going to have to make YouTube videos. Even if you're just posting on Twitter, you got to be consistent with something, you know. Number 2, I like to tell people who are already doing it, if you're already like kind of small streamer and you just want to get into it, I like to tell people multiple platforms always work. And I know that's kind of like a shot in the foot, because I never want to do YouTube. I'm always thinking, oh man, I'm so terrible with YouTube. If I did YouTube, I'm probably just gonna curl up in a ball after every video and just die inside. But no, seriously, multiple platforms really do help. You know, the difference between YouTube and Twitch, which is probably in the back of someone's head right now, is that YouTube has the craziest discoverability I've ever seen. I've seen people who post YouTube videos and have less videos than I do on YouTube, but has 3 times the amount of viewership on Twitch, simply because those YouTube videos had at least one blow up or they reached a particular community, right? Then you have Twitch. Twitch is like the holder of communities, where you have YouTube that basically, and I don't really think that's Twitch, it's just live streaming in general, which either YouTube or Twitch can hold, right? But Twitch is kind of like the prominent live streaming platform. We all know this to be true, even though YouTube still holds up a fair game, right? So you have like your community builder and your community holder. You put 2 and 2 together and you have the perfect team. It's like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Wait, peanut butter jelly, we're missing the bread. The bread is you're the bread in this peanut butter and jelly sandwich of content creation, right? Now the other thing I just like to say is be you. That's number 3. That's tip number 3. Be you. Preach your passion. Share something that you love with the world. That is the most important thing I can tell you. The one thing about my content in particular that I love so much about it is that I'm always just 100% honest about everything. I'm upfront with my community about everything. Now, not everyone is going to be me, and that's totally fine, but be you. Be honest about what you're doing. Be honest about who you are on the platform. Don't do any snake crap. Don't be like, oh man, this person, I don't mess with him because he doesn't have a lot of viewers, or this person never hosts me or supports me, so I just don't want to mess with them. Don't be that guy. Just be loving, be wholesome, be a good be a decent human being. I think that's really like the best way I could put it. Just be a decent human being. It's really not that much to it. But this call to action is because, think about it like this. I know I have 5 more tips. I got 2 more that I owe you guys, but give me a second. I'm getting there, right? So here is the thing about it all. New Genesis comes out soon. Everything is on a blank slate. We have content creators who have been doing content for PSO2 for such a long time who are now at a blank slate. Give or take anyone's videos beforehand, everyone is starting over brand new. There are going to be guides that needs to be made. There are going to be players that need to be helped out, communities that need to be made, bridges that need to be formed, and all of that falls under the community. Everybody who downloads this game is officially part of the PSO2 community, right? That includes you. So if your dream is, I want to do content for this game, well, if you have an Xbox, it's just as simple as pressing that share button and getting to talking, or uploading a video, or typing on Twitter, or pulling off a YouTube short, streaming, as much as you need to. But just because you're at 0 views, don't stop. Don't ever quit, and don't ever let anybody tell you that you should quit simply because you're at a low amount of views. I understand back when I first started streaming, I started off streaming with like 1,200 views, but I drastically dropped in viewer rate before, and I never stopped. The thing is, you want to keep that same energy 100% of the time, whether there's 0 people, whether there's 5 people, whether there's 2 people, either watching your videos or watching your stream, because at the end of the day, you're having your own fun, and as long as you keep that energy, there's really nothing anyone can say. And I think that kind of falls under tip number 4, and that's have your own fun. Enjoy yourself. The biggest tip that someone gave to me when it came to content creation was that if you cannot watch your own VOD or your own clip or YouTube videos, and you can't get the same joy or laugh or feelings that you expect other people to get out of your video, then you need to change something up. And it's okay. Change is okay. Doing things different is okay. Stepping out of your comfort zone is okay. All of these things are necessary to making something out of yourself, especially if you have that ambition to grow, if you have that ambition to become a content creator. And then the last thing really is just indulge yourself in the community. Like, that's it. Whatever game, whatever thing you choose to do, have that platform, make a platform for yourself and get into that community. Don't be afraid to reach out to other streamers, creators. Don't be afraid to allow people to come and assist you or to assist other people. The moment you start putting yourself in that loner position is the moment that nobody wants to be around a loner, so it's good to extend that help or take that help. It's good to put yourself out there, and it's okay if things fall short. Take a step back, reevaluate, and get back in there. I do know, like, even as someone who's a crazy introvert, right? I've become really good at faking being an extrovert. And someone said that to me. I actually stole that. Silly Games, really great content creator, great dude. He said that to me, and I was like, that's exactly how I would word it, and that's exactly right. I've become really good at becoming an extrovert. And when that stream goes off, I'm in my bed curled up, and I'm just laying in there all quiet, and I'm not saying anything for the rest of the night. But this is something that I want to do. So I step out of my comfort zone to get it done, and I just have my own fun. Those are just my 5 tips. I think I went over 5, maybe. I'm not entirely sure yet, but those are my 5 tips to anyone else to become a content creator. But the biggest thing, yes, just get it done. Start doing it anywhere. Just have a date set for yourself. PSO2 drops at 4 a.m. Say, hey, once this thing drops, I want this done. Go get a little book, write it down, and just speak your passion. And all the chips will fall in line over time. So this is it. This is my call to action for all of you guys who want to be content creators. PSO2 needs more content creators, and I want to see more shine. So what are you going to do? And I mean, honestly, in the comments, if you want to tell me what is something that is stopping you from content creating, what do you need help in? Do you want to know any information about streams? Do you want to know any information about green screens, camera setup, microphone setups, whatever? You let me know, and I'll be sure to get in the comments with you, and we'll talk about it. But that's all I'm gonna say for now. Here's King Cosmo signing out. Until next time, may your guiding light shine, and I hope to see some new content creators out there for the beginning of Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. I'll see you guys at 4 a.m. or actually like 2 a.m., 1:30. I'll see you guys on release day. I'm going to post on Twitter exactly when I'll go live for PSO2 New Genesis. But I really do appreciate you guys in these like little raw talks. If you haven't already, please be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe to this video. And if you have not already as well, please remember to go ahead and follow me on twitch.tv at King Cosmo, and you will see us go live with some New Genesis day 1. Feel free to ask all the questions that you need, whether it be about content creation, whether it be about PSO2. I'll be happy to answer them. I'll see you all there. Until next time, and may your guiding light shine.